What's up, people? Welcome to the What's Been Going On of this week from the 8th to the 14th of September. And this was a very freaking interesting week. It's the week I went back to school. Not gonna lie. The first day was very tough. I would probably say the first 3 days or four, the whole week was very tough. Well, maybe not Friday, but every day, Monday was so tough. It was just Monday was beginning of the week, obviously, and we did the entrée they call it here, and that's where I got to know at least the faces of the people I'll do the masters with, but it was with the director of the masters. So it was just him. We had no classes. It was just him speaking to us, telling us a little how the master goes, that we need to start looking for internships right now for an internship that starts in freaking May, and that it's gonna be tough, and half of the people of last year's masters didn't pass the first semester. So it was whoa, easy. And as well, he told us there were 1,200 applicants and we were only 20. So we had to be grateful to be there and all of these things. And yeah, it was tough. It was as well. I was in the same class for 3 years with a group of 30 people. Well, everybody else was in a group of 100 something people, just because I was in a group that had half of the classes in English. So my class as well was filled with people from all international spots. We had Swedish, English, French, Spanish, all the Erasmus were having classes with us. Our class was a big community, and now you go, you change this 100%, and there's only French students there, and and it's nobody knows each other, and people are a bit more cold, and they don't really speak with each other, and that was a bit tough. Going from from the last class to this one was a full change, and Monday was very tough. Then Tuesday came around. I had physical law at 8 a.m. That's not, it was not nice having physical law at 8 a.m. And then we had management, so that's chill. And then, Wednesday came around. That's where I sort of felt maybe this is not really for me. We had management accounting. I hate management accounting. It's the subject I hate the most. Since all of my bachelors, the only class I didn't really have a good time, never, was management accounting, and we were gonna have that again. And it was I went to school, I didn't sleep that as well. I just spent months in vacation, so waking up at 6 a.m. every day, it's tough to to get your body into the routine again. So I was not sleeping that well. I was coming home super tired. I was not feeling that well, right? Then I get a call. Turns out Raph, so one of my friends from my bachelors, was coming back to town. He lives in Marseille, so he switched cities for the master, and he was coming back to town, and we got to meet up. And I haven't as well. He did an Erasmus in Bologna, so in Italy. So I haven't seen him since December. So I got to see him again. It was all great. And I was well, maybe it's not that bad being here. And then Thursday came around, and Thursday was very good because I had, the reason I chose this master was, the reason I'm doing what I'm doing is because of one specific teacher that I really, really enjoyed in my second year of my bachelor's. His name is Patrick. And we had a class with him again, so we'll have him this semester. And as well, he's the head of my master next year, so I'm very excited about it. And, I had class with him again on Thursday, and it was just so good. It was this is why I'm doing this, to have a teacher like him. Maybe the other teachers are a bit more tough to but this one, it just made me so happy seeing him again and having class with him, and he was making jokes in the class, and everything was going smooth. And as well, on Thursday, the head of my master this year organized a dinner for all of the people in the masters. That we're 20, we're not that much. But we got to meet and we got to speak, and I think it was very important, like, because if you go to class at physical law 8 a.m., you're not sleeping much, and you cannot really speak. You only have to just pay attention. If you speak, you're like kicked out of the amphitheater. That's not good. So like you cannot really know each other in a class. But like knowing that I'll spend 2 years with these people, uh, in my education for the future, like that's going to be, like it was important having them again, and like getting to know them, speaking with them, seeing them like outside of just a school or a classroom. It was very good. So I got to meet most of the people of my master, let's say around 70% of them. And I have good vibes. I think it can actually be a positive thing in the future. The school, I have zero good vibes. I think I'm gonna have to fucking study like way too much, way more than what I would have liked. But yeah, but at least the people, they're nice. And then we had the dinner. It was all fun. We got to meet each other. And then Friday came around. Friday, what happened? Oh yeah, Friday we had. I found out as well. We have a dude that's in my master that came late, which is super, like, it's super illegal in the masters. Like each time you go to class, you have to sign. If you skip, like, I don't know how many number of classes, you get like a 0 in that class. Like it's very strict coming. So he skipped most of the first week, and then he came. And I had rumors that as well he was in my same school last year, but I have never seen him. He's Latin American too, so we have like out of 20, we have 2 Latin American, and he's a dude. He's around my age. It's freaking, like, it was so fun. I think I'm gonna have lots of fun with him, but I'm just scared class wise because as a Latin American, I understand school is not taking that seriously, but with him it could be the same thing, and I cannot just let myself go that pathway, but I can just go this way, and every once in a while when I have free time I can meet up with him. That's gonna be cool. Yeah. And then so I got to meet that dude late week. And yeah, this weekend I was planning. Well, turns out since I cannot go to my home for Christmas, why? Because we finish school the 20 something of December. We have exams the 4th of January, so we have a week, like, well, a bit more than a week, but we don't have much. Like Christmas is study sessions. Like before, classes used to end like the first week of December, or maybe like late November, like by December. When December starts, we have no more classes. Then the first week of December we have a revision week, so no classes. It's just for us to study. And then the second week or third week of December we have the exams. So then when Christmas comes, we have a week and a half, 2 weeks of vacation, which is decent. It's like you want to spend Christmas with your family. It makes sense. And New Year's as well. It's a special time. Well, not in my school. In the masters, we have as soon, like right after New Year's is when we have the exams. So the revision week, like school ends right before Christmas. The Christmas week, it's the revision week. So we'll have to study, all of us. And then first week of January, that's when we have the freaking exams. As well, the grades of all of the masters, it's just one exam, it's worth the whole grade. So that week of exams, that's why, it's so much importance given to this week of exams. It's essential. Like, we don't really care what you do all of the semester. The only thing that you care about is the grade in the exam. So, 1-2 weeks before of the exams, you have to be very chill, very studying 24/7, like sleeping well. It's very important. And yeah, so as well, so I cannot go to Christmas to my place. So my parents will come here around November, so that's gonna be very nice. So I was speaking with them, organizing that. And as well, I got a haircut. And I have to say, I've always been a fan of long hair. I think I look way better right now with a short hair than with long hair. I don't know how to explain it. I have no. I've always liked how I looked with long hair. I think my face has evolved in a way that now I look better with short hair than with long hair. I think I'm gonna have to, cut it more often because right now I feel like I feel like a confidence boost. It's like I look better now, and I'm excited about it. But yeah, this was this week. Coming back to school, a bit tough, not gonna lie. And yeah, we'll see how the next week goes, the second week of school. And this was a tough week. I have to say, for more than half of this week, I was not having it. But yeah, we'll see how next week goes. And yeah, thank you a lot for watching this. What's been going on? We're already midway through September, so that's crazy. But yeah, thank you a lot, and see you next week with the next What's Been Going On. Bye.